Hi, I'm back again with another episode in regards to lupus. This episode, I will be discussing with you guys about the environment, such as the weather, the ozone, um, the air pollution, and the best places to live, or the climate that we should be living in when it comes to lupus persons. In regards to weather, we have to protect ourselves from the sun. So when we do go out, we have to we're supposed to wear cotton, long sleeve cotton shirts, protect our legs as well, sunscreen, protect our eyes, and don't stay out too long in the sun because we are at risk for infection. Um, we can experience rashes, swelling, joint pain, um, feel very tired, and feel nauseated. I know when I'm out in the sun um, for not too long, I feel very sick, and it's not a good feeling. Like I feel like I'm not even gonna say it, but I feel sick to my stomach. Um, yeah, so we can experience, I think I said it, swelling, joint pain, feel tired, nauseated, and experience rashes as well. When it comes to cold weather, I'm not sure how many lupus persons experience this or have it. Raynaud's disease, which I explained to you guys in the first video, is where your fingertips, or in my case, fingertips and toes, they can go from extremely white, then end up changing to purple, and then sometimes it can even go black. And that's because the blood vessels, I think I wrote it down here. Blood vessels are, yeah, narrow, which means they're narrow because there's restriction to blood flow. Why why this? I don't know. It's part of lupus, but I've had this for 33 years, and there's no medication for it. We just have to wait till it gets back to its normal color, or in my case, I try and sit down on my hands and warm it up that way because it feels like my hands are dipped into like ice. They're like in ice and they're just stuck there. That's how it feels. So that disease is called Raynaud syndrome. There's no cure for it, and I I experienced this I either in the winter or in the summer. In the summer, I'm not sure why I experienced it in the summer, but it's not just pertaining to the cold weather. It also shows that your body is under stress. So when I speak to my rheumatologist in the summertime and he's asked me any um, Raynaud syndrome, like here now, like in the summertime, like have you had any flare-ups with your fingers or anything? I said, well, yeah. And it's like, well, you shouldn't have that in the summertime, And if you do, it's because your body is under stress and you need to relax or take a trip somewhere and just take time to yourself. That's what he's told me. And that's basically it for that disease. And now when it comes to the ozone, the higher the level is, the worse it is for us lupus patients. And the reason for that is because it can affect our lungs. We can end up getting a respiratory illness, and it's due to the ozone, the level of it that it is, the pollution in the air, such as like, the factories with the plants and the cars. And again, we have to protect ourselves by wearing masks. But I don't like to be wearing masks all the time. I like to, have like some kind of free air, but it's not good air for us. So that's where the climate comes in. They tell us that we need to, well, I don't know about the other lupus persons, but me, I've done my research, and we need to be in a climate that is a mild climate where the summers are not too hot. It's like a nice warm temperature, and the winters are not too cold, like not too harsh. So, and to be in an area where there's like nature, where there's like not too many cars, not too many factories that produce all that toxic stuff that we don't need. So I moved around a couple of times, and I think where I am now, it's good for me because I'm in an area where it's like a country area, so there's a lot of forests and trees that I can just go out and inhale Mother Nature. Not too many, I mean, there's cars here too, but not as much as the big city. Like, I'm in a smaller city that I feel really comfortable in. I don't see myself going back to a big city. I mean, I've done big cities all the majority of my life, and I think where I am now in a country environment, this is what my body needs, and I do better over here. And another topic in regards to this environment, I mean, I spoke about that part of environment, but also the people around us. Well, for me, I know I can't be around toxic people. Nobody should be, because it puts a stress on you. But I find that when you surround yourself around toxic people, it more puts a stress on you. And you're not too happy. So I think I did really well with clearing out toxic people and just staying away from them in regards to my health, because like I said, I've been doing really good all these years, ever since I moved from Montreal. I think I've been doing good because in Montreal I was always getting sick. I was always admitted. It could be the smallest thing and I was admitted. And then ever since I left Montreal, I started doing better. Like, Montreal, I could never gain weight. I could never gain weight. I was always a small, like, stick figure person. I was never able to gain weight. The most I was able to gain I think Montreal, when I left Montreal, I was like 90 pounds. And that's not a weight for a person that was my age at the time. And then when I left, I was an okay weight. I think when I left Montreal, that was in 2016. I think I got up to at least 115. And I was okay with that weight because I moved to Toronto. And I never gained from there. I started going to the gym more there, and of course started eating more, because that's what happens. You go to the gym, you start to eat more. And then I left Toronto in 2021. Well, I was supposed to actually go back, but I never did. And I moved to, I left to come to BC, and in a smaller town. And I never went back to Toronto. And now my weight is 133. I don't think the highest weight I think I was when I left Toronto, I think I got up to 120. And I never got any higher. But here, last year, September, as you guys know, I had a cyst on my ovary, lost 2 liters of blood, ended up losing the ovary and a fallopian tube. They couldn't be saved, so now I have only one of each left. And back then, last year, they didn't allow me to eat for about 3.5 weeks. Like, they gave me just fluids. I think it was just basically fluids because of the situation I was in. And I lost all my weight. I think I went back down to 100 pounds. And now, today, I'm at 133 pounds. And I applaud myself because I never thought I could gain weight. I think my problem was maybe the environment I was in when I was in Montreal. Like, the air pollution, everything. Like, people, the air pollution, everything probably caused me not to gain weight. I don't want to say I wasn't happy, but I was okay. But now I am, I'll say, happy. um, but yeah, that's basically it. You have to really protect yourself when it comes to your environment surroundings, because it could really put your health at risk. And we all are getting older. We're not getting any younger. We're not kids anymore, where we can just fight off whatever illness or infection. So that is my lesson for you guys today on environment issues when it comes to lupus, and just in general too. You have to really protect yourself. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Take care.